Hello, everybody. This is Ryan McGlone with the Fred Real Estate Group here in Bend, Oregon. And what an absolutely beautiful day it is today in Bend. You can see behind me, I'm hanging out at the Discovery Park, which is located near Northwest Crossing in the Summit West District of Bend, our town here. Figured I'd come outside to share with you my monthly newsletter update just because it is so beautiful and so great out here. As you can see, we've been buried in snow for about the last 6 weeks. It's been an absolutely amazing experience for those of you that live in town. There have been some challenges that we've been faced with in terms of snow on roofs and ice dams and trying to get around town, but at the same time it's made for some amazing opportunities to get outside and to go play and recreate in the snow, which is why a lot of us live here. So to quickly get started, just wanted to review the financial numbers that we saw for the month of December in the real estate here locally in Bend. When we look back to November, obviously in November we saw a huge dip in the number of listings that went pended, which we attributed to some of that uncertainty in the market based off of the election that happened that month. In December, we definitely saw a correction. Things seem to be a little bit more in terms of on trend with what we've seen the last 2 years in terms of the number of listings that have gone pended. We did see a little bit of a drop in the median home sales price in Bend. It dropped just below $360,000, which is fairly typical to what we might see this time of year. Inventories still remain extremely tight. We still see fewer listings on the market compared to the past 2 years, which is a trend we've seen all year. And months of supply is at about 2.5 months right now, or maybe a little over 2.5 months. So very, very tight market. With all the snow on the ground, I think what we're going to see as we look forward into the future is the continuation of a very tight market. I think we'll probably see some softening in the initial numbers for January and February and March as they come to fruition, just based off of the challenges that are faced with buyers and sellers right now, trying to list homes and shop for homes with all the snow that we've had on the ground. And with 6 weeks of snow now and not a lot of warmer weather expected in the future, this is definitely going to probably have an impact locally on what we see for sales here in Central Oregon. Nationally, the real estate market continues to perform very well and very strong. When we think about news nationally in terms of what we've been hearing over the last couple of weeks, probably the largest headline has been due to the reversal in the FHA mortgage premium cut that Obama put into action a few weeks ago. So just to kind of give you guys some context as to what this means, President Obama came out and reduced the amount of mortgage insurance premiums that FHA borrowers had to pay going forward into 2017. That was supposed to go into effect on January 27th. Once the Trump administration came into office, they reversed that, so that policy never went into effect. And essentially, FHA mortgage insurance premiums are staying exactly how they were for the past couple of years. So it's made a lot of headlines in terms of its actual impact to what we've been seeing historically recently. There's not going to be a whole lot of impact because the policy never went into play. Now, had it gone into play, it definitely would have helped out those FHA borrowers, those borrowers that have less money down. In fact, I talked to Brett Hartlub, who is the branch manager for North Pacific Financial here in town, and he said that had that policy moved forward, it would have related to about a $45 to $65 a month reduction in monthly payment for those FHA borrowers. So definitely something that could have maybe fueled and given some opportunity for some of those entry-level home buyers. But like I said, compared to what we saw in the numbers recently, it really we aren't going to see much of an impact. So as we look towards the spring, with all the snow on the ground right here in Central Oregon, I think we're really going to have some pent-up demand on both the listing side and the buy side. Folks can't really shop for homes right now, and people also are a little hesitant to list their homes with this much snow on the ground. So as we thaw out here in Bend, I think you're going to see listings really pick up, probably in late February, early March, and of course the number of buyers that are going to be hitting the market is going to be pretty high. So same thing we've been saying the last couple of months. Be prepared for a very, very aggressive seller's market this spring. If you're a buyer, the earlier you can get pre-approved and get out there and shop, you'll probably be able to take advantage of less competition and potentially lower home prices compared to if you wait until later in the spring, once we see that kind of initial rush and appreciation that we often get in the spring. If you're a seller, you're really going to be at a position to get top dollar for your home. Make sure you're definitely taking the right steps to market your home properly and get it prepared, and that you have a good strategy going forward. That's something I would love to help you with. If you're looking for someone to help you with the planning and the preparation and the strategy involved in listing, feel free to give me a call. And for all of you that are in town this week, The Great Nordine is going on. Amazing little Nordic ski race out here in town. Definitely go check it out. And I'm looking forward to talking with you all next month. Take care.